Welcome to the story of Yi, a man who once lived a life full of turbulence, but after everything, found a new life where love and hope became the motivation to move forward. However, the ghosts of the past do not let go so easily. Today, we delve with Yi into a moment full of tension when an unexpected call from his ex-wife drags him back to painful memories. Everything seemed calm, but the past strikes his life with force, forcing him to face difficult decisions. Will Yi overcome the wounds that have not yet healed? Will this call from his ex-wife be the end, or will it open a new door? Join me to discover more about Ye's challenges and inner struggle. Let us embark together on this journey full of emotions and tension. The road back north stretches under the scorching sun. The strips of asphalt gleam as if melting in the midday heat. The wind from the dry fields whips his face, carrying the smell of dust, vehicle metal, and salty sweat. Each turn of the wheel is like Ye's heartbeat, regular but heavy. He has covered half the distance. In recent days, meals have been packets of cold rice, and sleep a makeshift blanket by the roadside. His body is exhausted, his shirt soaked with sweat. But in his eyes still shines the light of someone who has a home to return to. He stopped the motorcycle under a gao tree, where there was a bit of shade along the long, arid road. He opened a bottle of water, took a small sip, and then looked at his phone. On the screen appeared a photo from that day. Julian sitting in the Maya Center, curled in his lap, both smiling under the afternoon sun. Just one photo, but for him, it was as if his entire world was contained in it. He touched the screen gently, as if afraid to erase that smile. His voice came out low, trembling with a dryness in his throat. "I'll be back soon. Take care of yourselves." Those words were lost in the wind. No one heard them, only the distant fields and a small bird that had just flown into the sky. But in Ye's heart, those words were a promise. A promise to himself. No matter how long the road, no matter how scorching the sun, he must return. The hot wind blew, raising clouds of dust. He bowed his head, started the old motorcycle. The horse engine rumbled under the blazing sun. He gripped the handlebars tightly, looking north, toward that small house, toward the two people waiting for him. The wheels spun again, merging with the crowd of travelers, and amid the vast dirt road, the engine's sound, so small, seemed like the heartbeat of a man fighting the world just to return to the love of his life. After the heavy rain, the sky seemed washed clean and soft. Morning sunlight filtered through the palm trees, illuminating the small garden in front of the house where Julian and Maya were busy working. The soil was still damp, and the scent of rain mixed with the fresh smell of vegetables floating in the air. Julian crouched, her tanned hands gently pulling weeds and tilling the soil. Each hoe strike into the rows of vegetables seemed to hold new hope. Maya ran around, her floral dress fluttering in the wind, a small basket in hand, her cheeks rosy from the morning sun. "Mom, I pulled out a big weed," exclaimed the girl, her voice clear like a bird's song. Julian looked up, smiled kindly, and quickly wiped the sweat from her daughter's forehead with her hand, giving a gentle warning, "Very good, but don't get your dress dirty, or you'll have to wash it later." The laughter of mother and daughter echoed in the garden, blending with the whisper of the wind and the earthy aroma after the rain, a simple but comforting peace. At midday, when the sun was high, mother and daughter headed to the cornfield behind the house. The vast field stretched as far as the eye could see, with golden, heavy ears of corn under the sun. The dry corn leaves rustled, and the wind passing through them sounded like a field melody. Julian crouched to pick the ears, her calloused hands moving with a soft gaze. Maya ran about, her hair tousled, laughing heartily. "Mom, I picked one," said the girl, holding up an ear as big as her arm. Julian smiled. "You're very good today. We'll sell a lot for sure." The two continued picking together, filling the wicker baskets, then returned home under the gentle afternoon sun. The small kitchen came alive again. The pot of water boiled, white steam rose in spirals, and the aroma of cooking corn filled the house. Maya sat nearby, her round eyes watching as she enthusiastically fanned with a bamboo fan and asked, "Mom, when will the corn be ready?" Julian smiled. "When the sweet smell fills the whole house, it'll be done." Indeed, soon after, the scent of cooked corn spread everywhere. The kernels were a bright golden, glistening softly, and the hot steam made the kitchen feel warmer. Maya took a bite, her eyes squinting in delight. "It's so sweet, Mom." Julian watched her eat with gusto. Her heart melted. The hard days, the moments of fatigue, seemed worth it just for that smile. In the afternoon, when Maya was asleep, Julian sat quietly on the porch. The full moon hung over the palm tree, illuminating the freshly watered garden. Dewdrops sparkled like watchful eyes. The sound of crickets singing near the banana bushes, the soft whine through the reeds, everything was soothing. She looked at the small house, at her daughter sleeping under warm blankets, and a sense of peace and strength filled her heart. The days of fear, the trembling nights in darkness, now seemed to fade with the breeze. Julian lifted her head and whispered firmly, "If she comes to bother again, I'll call the police. I am no longer afraid." The moonlight illuminated Julian's face, which seemed both soft and strong. The wind caressed her dress, and the lingering aroma of cooked corn floated sweetly and warmly, like an affirmation that life, though scarred by pain, can still bloom from that suffering. And in that moment, Julian knew she had truly overcome her past. In the makeshift room by the roadside, he sat alone, illuminated by the faint light of an oil lamp. The smell of smoke drifted gently in the air like a quiet painting in the night. As his thoughts wandered, suddenly the sound of a phone interrupted the silence. He looked at the screen. It was his ex-wife's number. He couldn't remember the last time he received a call from her. Everything had been left behind long ago. But why now, in this moment? He hesitated for an instant, then answered. His ex-wife's cold voice came from the other end. "I want to see you." Those words cut the air like a knife, leaving him in shock. He gripped the phone tightly. A knot in his throat choked him. So many years had passed since he walked away from her, fleeing the dark memories and suffering of that marriage. But now she appeared suddenly, coldly demanding a meeting. He looked out the window. The moon shone faintly through the tree branches like an unhealed wound. His heart beat faster, but he tried to stay calm amid the rising emotions in his chest. "Why now? Your voice sounds firm, full of anger. Why seek me after so many years?" Silence filled the space. He held his breath, waiting for the answer. There was only silence for a long moment until finally she replied in a soft but cold voice, "I need you to sign a property division agreement. To divide the house." Ye's eyes narrowed. Those words were like waves crashing on the shore, each one seeping into his mind. His heart raced, not from surprise, but from the fury invading him. Details of his past life with her returned. The memories he had tried to bury suddenly surged like a storm. He breathed deeply. Anger began to burn in his chest. He looked at the table where an old family photo still sat, with her image from those happy days that now seemed false. His hands clenched. His mind spun. Rage made him lose control. "You have no right to call me anymore," he shouted, his voice like thunder shattering the silence. "You took everything from me, and now you come for what's left. Who do you think you are?" From the other side, there was silence for a moment, then the sound of her breathing, as if observing, waiting for his reaction. Finally, she spoke, "I don't want to bother you. I just need you to sign the paper. Then I'll go." Those words struck Ye's heart. Each one was like a cold, merciless dagger. He felt everything he had fought to build, everything he had tried to protect, was now in danger, like a storm unleashing around him. He looked out the window where the moon still shone softly, but it no longer gave him the peace it once did. He gripped the phone once more, then sighed. His voice softened but still held determination. "You want me to sign? Fine, but if you dare hurt me again, I won't forgive you. I'm tired, and I won't let you drag me back into your nightmares." She didn't respond, only the dial tone sounded from the other end. He hung up, set the phone on the table, and let out a long sigh. The words he had just said echoed in his head like a whirlwind battering his soul. He felt the tension had never left him. He looked again at the dark room, the place where he had shared so much time with her, where sad memories still haunted him every night. The anger faded, leaving an indescribable emptiness. But he knew that no matter what, he would not let that past return ever again.